All right, welcome back to another client success interview. I'm here with John Prince. We're going to be talking about an email designer that we hired for him. Hey, John, how's it going?
Good, good. How about you?
I'm doing well, man. Could you give kind of a background on you and your company and what you're doing?
Yeah, so I run an email marketing agency. So we design emails for e-commerce brands at realwaymarketing.com. And basically the process is we have the copywriter write the copy, we have a designer bring it to life, and then we have someone upload it onto Klaviyo. And then obviously you guys helped out with finding that designer that I was looking for, which was a huge help.
Awesome. Could you tell us kind of where you were at before you decided to reach out to Zaboda and before you started wanting to hire this designer?
Yeah, well, originally I started off as a freelancer, so I was like doing everything myself, then made the transition to an agency.
Hmm.
Worked with designers in the past, but didn't quite know what I was looking for. Had some people that were good for the time I had them, but then, the brand kept evolving, the way we do emails kept evolving, and it was hard to have the people we had at the time keep up. So I kind of came to you with like a specific type of designer that I'm looking for, and you guys like hit me up with a bunch of portfolios, and you were able to narrow it down to quite a few good candidates. So
Perfect. Could you tell us a little bit more about like what the process was like? So after you decided to make the jump and get started with Zaboda?
yeah, I mean it was super easy. So I think you guys, well, I told you what I was looking for. So an email designer. I mean there are a lot out there, but it's hard to find one that's like specific to the kind of style that you do because every agency and every e-commerce brand kind of does design a little bit differently. So a lot of it's like subjective. I was finding it was like hard to like even if I was making a post on my own, I didn't really know how to word the post in a way that would find the type of designer that I'm looking for. But then I don't know, you guys like hit me up with a bunch of portfolios and I kind of narrowed it down. I was like, okay, this kind of style is what I want. And then you guys kind of just took that and ran with it. And then I think you guys sent over like five people, and then four of them I decided to interview. Two of them I offered a paid trial task. And honestly, they were both pretty good. And then I just went with the one.
Perfect. What can you tell me, about after this guy starting, now that he's in the agency, now that things are kind of ramping up, like what's that like? What's it like having a new team member?
Honestly, it helps a lot to have someone who's already kind of does the thing I'm looking for. So I'm not like trying to explain the way I want it to look from scratch. I could tell that a lot of the way I do things was already intuitive for him. So it was kind of just like a lot. I'm not really like holding his hand. Like he kind of gets it. And the first few emails he did was like already like 90% there. And then I would just kind of like tweak out the last little bit of it, I guess, instead of like, I'm someone's giving me something that is kind of worked in the past, but then isn't keeping up with like the way we've like evolved. But
Mhm.
yeah, I've heard good things about you, which is why I hit you up. So
Perfect. And then one last question. If someone's on the fence about working with Zaboda, maybe hiring remote talent for their business, what do you have to say to them?
I mean, I guess it just depends why they're on the fence because if they're on the fence because they'd rather do it themselves, like I've tried that and it didn't really work. I probably spent more on like the ads than even like whatever I paid you guys. So to me, honestly, it wasn't worth it. It just isn't worth the hassle. The fact that you guys just do everything and I just have to like keep up on Slack every now and then was just a huge time saver. And yeah, I just if your alternative is finding it on your own, which was what my situation is, like I can speak on that and I can definitely say it was worth it to work with you guys.
Perfect. Thanks, John.